Good afternoon, everybody. It's Wednesday, the 16th. Beautiful afternoon here in Wisconsin, in my community. Wasn't like that yesterday evening, and it was interesting evening. Wind started blowing right around 6:30, blowing hard, and right around, I don't know, 8:30. It rained, and it rained, and the winds came back up. Lost our power around 9:30 last night. Came back on around 3:30 this morning. Not a lot of damage in the yard. No tree damage I can see. It's small branches down. The biggest casualty during the storm was my wife's yard junk. Shit she collects at rummage sales and flea markets and swamp meets, and she's happy. I'm happy. We're all happy. She wants to put it in the yard, but it's a pain when Mother Nature comes through and moves it around for us. So I'm out in the garage tonight. I am going to work on my ride. That's my 65 Impala. Just keep plugging away. I do have a couple comments I'd like to share. So let's see what I can do here. So I'd like to talk about the Noname Nationals for a second. Will I have my car done? Chances are no. Will I be at the event? Hell yeah, I'll be there. I'm a racer. I've been involved in racing at a very young age. My father, who's still alive, 80 years old, 81 years old, just put a small block Chevy in a 64 International half-ton step-side pickup. My dad is just a phenomenal guy, and I've learned a lot from him. He got me to Great Lakes Dragway when I was a teenager before I had my driver's license, and we helped a young kid out down there from my area. He had a 66 Chevelle, ran it in unit stock. That was a class they had at Great Lakes in Byron, Illinois. Heavy car, small cubic inch, had a 292 in it, V8, cubic inch V8, Liberty 4-speed, Bragswell 2-barrel. Car ran probably 11s, heavy car though. But that's where I learned about drag racing and the competitiveness between drag racers and the camaraderie amongst drag racers. Tony Christian raced at Great Lakes Dragway. When I first met Tony Christian, he had I think it was a white 67 Camaro. Then he branched out. He had a 67 Camaro, and I think he had a 70 half split bumper. I think it was. It might have been a 71 with a full bumper. I don't remember. Tony was a very interesting guy. Some people didn't like him because they thought he was arrogant. But Tony didn't advance with the sport. Tony advanced their sport. There's a difference. And we just lost Tony. I think that we didn't recognize his achievements and what he brought other racers in the sport of drag racing. That man did a lot for the sport. I didn't know him personally, but I watched him. I watched his competitiveness. I watched the games he played at the starting lines. But Tony was a hell of a racer. So I grew up around cars, and when I became a young adult, I moved to Houston, Texas. My father was down there working. My mom and my sister eventually transitioned down to Houston. I learned about drag racing and bracket racing at the Houston drag strip. There's a Houston Raceway between Houston, Texas, and Galveston. It no longer exists. Interesting. I saw a lot of different combinations. I saw combinations that were it was mind-boggling. But they were fast, they were interesting. But I also learned more about drag racing. I learned about the Don Gay family, the Don Gay funny car history. A lot of history in drag racing. And then eventually I moved back to Wisconsin. I got involved in a number of different things related to motorsports. I got involved helping a guy with a monster truck, Kodiak, Mark Benler. I traveled around with him. I drove the hauler, did what I could do. It was fun and exciting. So I got involved in the monster truck racing. I got involved with a kid that raced ATVs. I got involved in dirt track racing, from entry level, what they call Hales Wales, to just helping a kid here. He's not a kid, he just turned 40, I think, the other day, or maybe a little bit more than 40, 44, 45. Mike Sanholm with his modified. And Mike's probably one of the best modified racers I've met. I've helped people with ice race cars. Here we have a pond here in my area that they do ice racing on during the winter. I've helped a guy with snowmobiles. So racing's in my blood. I want to get back to the Noname Nationals for a minute because of that. We're a community, and we need to support each other and lift each other and recognize each other's projects and where they are, no matter what stage they're in. If they're done and showing you their finished product, if they're in the middle of their finished product, or just starting their project, we need to support them. We need to recognize what they've done. I've learned so much by watching these YouTube videos that have the Noname Nationals attached to them. These guys are fighting for subscribers. They're working their asses off to get subscribers. Is that important? Yeah, it's important, because the community is based on a number of different things. And one of the things I like to see is who's involved in this community. It's not teams that have $250,000 haulers or $50,000 pull-behind trailer behind their $70,000 pickup truck. It's a bunch of normal working guys that and women who are looking for fun, looking for something that they can enjoy. The Noname Nationals is actually, I think, a venue that there should be no pressure. Am I proud of my 65 Impala? Yeah, because I'm building it. I like to build cars. And I think that's what the Noname Nationals is about. It's the opportunity for a guy or a woman or a family that has a project to showcase what they have, no matter how fast, how slow, how outdated, how much technology it has, how much technology it doesn't have, how much primer's on it, how much clear coat's on it. It's an opportunity for this community to showcase their commitment to the sport. Let's uplift each other. I mean, you go to these YouTube channels like Buck Does It, Travis, John Wilborn, the Two Hacks guys. I mean, there's so much to learn, and I'm grateful for the experiences these YouTubers are providing us. We've all learned something. All racers have stole speed secrets or stole ideas and say it's our own. But at the end of the day, we're sharing a wealth that can't be replaced. We're sharing an experience of how we build our car with people we don't even know, people we may never run into the rest of our lives. We may cross paths at the Noname Nationals, and we may not have an idea who we just crossed paths with. But this is my opinion. I'm proud to be associated to the Noname Nationals community. If I make it, I make it with my car, but I'm going. I'm going because we need to support each other and what we're doing. The Noname Nationals has energized so many people, and you can see the enthusiasm. You can see the all around. I've seen people evolve through these videos. I've seen people who didn't want to be on a video now on videos. I don't like showing who I am on a video just because. But here I'm holding my face up to the camera and sharing my opinion. There might be some people who disagree with my opinion. There might be some people that say, hey, that guy's just full of shit. He's never going to make it to Noname Nationals. In the racing community, in the racing world, let's never say never, because never can come. It's your commitment to get your project done. It's your ability to get your car done. Let me tell you something, family does come first in the racing community, and that's why good racers have good family support. So tonight, when you're looking at this video, and I hope you like, subscribe, and comment. But take a look at others. Take a look at a guy like Buck does it, Travis, John Wilborn. There's so many. I can't mention them all. I mean, I'm subscribed to probably almost all of them that are involved in Noname Nationals. But take a moment. Just don't look at their video and watch it for 5 seconds and move on to the next. Look at what they're doing. They're not doing it for themselves. They're doing it for a community. Let me back up. Maybe they are doing it for their own need to fulfill a void related to drag racing. Not everybody has the money or has the technology to go 9 seconds, 8 seconds. We should not be embarrassed to turn a 12, turn a 13, turn a 14 because we're out there doing it. Nobody should be embarrassed of what they've got. Nobody should be hesitant to show themselves. Nobody should be bashful to say, hey, this is what I have, because that's what you have. And I'm proud to watch people show what they have. Everybody, y'all have a great evening. Hey, support the Noname Nationals, please. It's about the community and everybody involved. I appreciate it.